the only person that's finna stop me is me. But once I overcame that fight, can't nothing stop me. I can't die. I'm immortal.
Rejected, neglected, I feel disrespected. They told me go left, I didn't learn the right lessons. Been hard on my grizzle, my hustle got deadly. Y'all rap about shit I done murdered already. Ain't changing my image, focused on my vision. Hard-headed, don't listen, fake love, I ain't with it. This path I'm committed, slip up but ain't tripping. My mind always spinning, ain't talking about fidget. Just run me, my digits go broke, I ain't limping. It ain't come to me, so I had to go get it. I came from a city with niggas, it's vicious. The love be fictitious, see hate from a distance. It made me a fighter, got pushed to my limits. I took a few L's and then got so discouraged. With God as my witness, from whence I was forged. No golden gate bridge, but I came back a warrior. I came back immortal, invincible even. My faith is much higher than what you believe in. They wanted me gone on my soul, I ain't leaving. Spoke life into every verse you receiving. My music lives on when my bones turn to dust. There's power in words, so bitch you should hush. My mind overflowing in lyrical floods. Fuck building an art, you gon' need you a sub. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal. Creation, destruction, the cosmos erupted. My mind kicked off track of the train I'm conducting. Came out of the dungeon, stepped into corruption. Don't know who to trust, how the fuck I'ma function. This deity trapped in this skin that I live in. They wanted a king since I fit the description. They tried to dethrone me, but I'm in position. I'll show you the wrath of a god from Olympus. You spoke on my name, bro, I thought we was different. Couldn't tie your own shoes, guess that's why you still tripping. That bitch wasn't loyal, guess karma's your mistress. It's hoes over bros, guess you made your decision. That rat in my family ain't talking about splinter. I hope that you feel every verse I deliver, cause hell done froze over, you think it was winter. If you thought for a second I wasn't gon' come get you, I think the Almighty made me in his image, dominion and power protected. My children call angels beside me, now I'm in command. Enlightenment all in the palm of my hand. This ain't what you pictured, I wasn't supposed to make it. I'm supposed to be 6 feet up under a pavement. They hate how you live, but show love when you die. Hope you feel the same way when I come back to life. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal.
I'm invincible, but I still fight doubt.
The officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first and world championship titles in a record 8 different weight division, guarantees his place in the Hall of Fame. He's recognized and known the world over as the people's champion.
My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice. Taking out your suckers head. Yeah, and you don't stop.
Bam, and just like that, we're back. We are back on this wonderful day, man. It's December 3rd, the last stretch of the fourth quarter, 2023, a day you never been in before and a day you never be in again. So, with all that being said, man, I'm going to need y'all to do me a good, solid favor. It's not too dramatic. Just, it's really simple, real simple. Go ahead, hit that subscribe. We're trying to climb this here mountain. We're on a steamroll pace to 1,000. We're really close to 500. So go ahead, subscribe right here at TMAX_network so we can make this thing happen. All right? And with that being said, anybody want to be a sponsor, a content creator, a new panelist, just want to simply make a suggestion of a topic you want us to talk about, go ahead and email us at tmaxnetworkllc@gmail.com. Run that by you one more time, tmaxnetworkllc@gmail.com. And that's how we get all the business done, all right? Going from there, man. So, oh, shit. It is quite the week. I'm flying solo today. If if you're in the comments and you want to come up, feel free to come on up and give your viewpoint on some of the things I'm going to be going over today, some discussions I'm going to be having. Let me tell you. So, first things first, RIP to the one and only Kevin Samuels. It ain't got nothing to do whether you like him or not. He didn't lie. He was always thorough. He was very consistent in his presentation and in his work, and he held no bias to whether you were a man or a woman. And the only opposition to anything that he ever really done or said was his tone. You didn't like his tone. Well, you should have liked his tone, because there's been guys out there that's trying to mimic everything about him, and they were not even close in comparison to what Kevin Samuels was. I love this content, man. First things first, I got to tell you this. I have never been an agreeable person. I probably won't ever be an agreeable person. And I just don't really rock with people who are super agreeable. I mean, you're easy win. You're easy win. With that being said, just because you're agreeable don't mean you're not. Just because you're not agreeable doesn't mean that you're not likable or sensible. It's just that you have a viewpoint that differs, and you're not willing to always just jump in the direction that everybody else is going because they say so without further questioning. But for some reason, oddly enough, we got people that want to be red pill guys and have this narrative of them telling what they think should go on in the world and how they view stuff should be. Well, let's take a quick look at a gentleman that had it all wrong.
We have new details in Polk County, where this substitute teacher is facing charges for 2 sexual offenses against students. And this involves Snapchat as well. Investigators say Jaron Dunn sent explicit videos of himself to a 17 and an 18-year-old student through Snapchat and admitted to that, also asking one of the girls to come to his house. Polk County investigators are asking anyone who thinks Dunn may have targeted their child to call.
Now, that's crazy. That's crazy. And he built him a little bit of a following. He was getting some momentum. And he labeled himself a red pill guy. And he was going to chastise the women on social media. And then he was going to go out and be a pedo. You out here first reaching out to 17, 18-year-old little girls via Snapchat. It's crazy. That is so crazy to me. There were so many other things you could have done. You know, it seemed like you probably was making some type of money. You could have got you any type of little piece of woman to come lay up with you. But you went after some kids. That's odd, bro. And I don't get it, because the whole situation is the narrative that these people are using is love is love. Yeah. Sounds really familiar. You know, we got to be more put together when we have these discussions, and we leave these open-ended situations to come about. And I don't like that. I don't like that for our direction. You know what I mean? It's just too off-putting that we just gonna leave it open-ended. Love is love. And people started running with it and using it, knowing that although the intent behind it was just to express another type of love incomparable to another type of love. And I'm like, whatever the case may be, right? But you can't live in contradiction and then be against the very contradiction you want to live in. And that in itself is a contradiction. It's problematic from the gate. It is problematic. You hold these standards of making sure an order is presented, upholding that order, and being thorough and consistent in that order. And now all of a sudden, you present an order, you don't uphold it, and you're not thorough and consistent, and it's ideas over facts. It is ideas over fact. That's crazy. Why are we doing this? Why are we allowing this to take place? Oh, he went to jail. Yeah, he's gonna go to jail, and yeah, he's gonna get the offender label. But guess what? He's not the only one out there. And let's talk about the women that have done the same thing and didn't get the offender label. That's a deep talk right there. That's a real deep one. All in all, he dead wrong. He is dead wrong. And he should be locked up for his actions. And he should take away social media access to certain things from people. You shouldn't have access to look at kids, bro. You know, on TikTok, there's been a long discussion about why mothers have been insisting on dressing their child a particular way. And it's been crazy. There's been a lot of craziness because guys like Jaron over there exist. You know, discussion is going to be, well, I mean, no matter how you dress them, you know, this, that, and the third. Yeah, I hear you to an extent, but you still don't entice the bull. You don't entice them, especially with your child. You dudes live in your neighborhood. You dudes work at some of your kids' schools. You don't throw no fire, you know, in the mix on gasoline. It's just going to be a bad explosion. You just don't do that. And that's what was going on. Like, let's go through this one more time. I want y'all to understand the methods that he used to reach out to these people. Let me run it back real quick.
Offenses against students, and this involves Snapchat as well. Investigators say Jaron Dunn sent explicit videos of himself to a 17.
Snapchat. He used Snapchat. Now, from the looks of it, Buddy just looked like he caught, but he don't look as if he done anything wrong. He don't really give like the remorseful thing. We all know I could be wrong. He could be very much remorseful. But just from the aesthetics of the visual positioning, he don't look like he's just look like, man, damn, they caught me. All right. I get through this. You know what I mean? Like, that's the look he's giving right now. And although he hadn't done anything with those particular girls, but the warning that came along with that was, if anybody else's child has been contacted or believed to have been contacted by this man, please contact your local authorities. Now, out there in Polk County, I ain't never seen a Polk County that's been in favor of brothers my skin tone, let alone his. Boy, they gonna get a noose for your ass. they are going to strum you the hell up. And don't let these young ladies be YT. Don't let them be. That's going to be problematic, boy. But don't he kind of look like my man's that was the was he dating Mitch McConnell's cousin or he married her or some shit? Don't he look like that dude that got my girl hurt in Kentucky? But need I say less? Let's play the rest.
And an 18-year-old student through Snapchat and admitted to that, also asking one of the girls to come to his house. Polk County investigators are asking.
Again, what they have on you is still limited. And because he used Snapchat, for those that don't know, Snapchat was gaining its popularity because everything deleted within 24 hours, allegedly. However, in this particular situation, I wonder how it's going to play out and how far back they're going to go, whether they can pull that stuff up or not, and whom they're going to allow to say they had interaction with this man or not. The hole that he has dug himself, it is crazy to think, bro, you dug quite the hole. You know, on a social level, I don't really know what type of woman is gonna want to be around you, particularly if she got kids. She should be very leery. And if she does get she does allow you in her life, I'm gonna hope the community look at her like, yeah, you just is, you know what I'm saying, throw it off. But also on the other side of that hole, he allowed room for people to come in to say he said this or he did this, and he might not have done any of those things to those people. He left the hole like that big for them to just load up. That's crazy. What would be the fascination to want a younger woman, not even a younger woman, a kid? Like, bro, what I was saying, I couldn't listen. You was 3 years younger. That was like, yeah, that was a match. That was like, yeah, that was the cutoff. I couldn't go no further than that. You know what I mean? Because I got sisters 8 and 12 years younger than me. Just like, yeah, walk around here with your classmate? Hell no. Hell no, I ain't finna be walking around here with your classmate. Why would I do that? So my family be talking shit to me? Please. Nope, he ain't doing that. So Buddy gonna be in jail for quite some time. And although they don't have any physical contact being made out of these particular ones, but a case will be brewing up against Buddy. It's gonna be crazy. You're gonna see a whole lot of fireworks coming out. And like I say, I just don't know how many how many children are going to come forth on this situation and may not have necessarily dealt with this pedo. That's crazy. And this guy started a whole following. He started having a following. He was supposed to chastise the women. He wanted to be like Kevin Samuels. He wanted to be like Andrew Tate. He wanted to be like so many of them. He was pedo. Absolute pedo, bro. So I'm not gonna waste any more time on this dude, because he's gonna have a whole lot of time on his hands. So make sure y'all should subscribe. Subscribe. Nah, man. Next up, man, it's one of the craziest things for me. I was in complete disbelief on how this all worked out. And I'm looking at the situation for what appears to be the right thing. And nobody does the right thing in this situation. It's always the NCAA. The NCAA is more criminal than actual criminals out here. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at this. Now, majority of the polls have Florida number 4. Florida State is undefeated. Undefeated. Michigan, undefeated. Washington, undefeated. And although Alabama won his SEC game, there's no absolute sense that they should be playing against Michigan, number 1, coming up. There's no way they trumped Florida State this season by any means. And if you want to use the SEC for your argument, please use that remedial shit elsewhere. Because the SEC hasn't been a stronghold. It's just been Georgia. Let's be completely honest. Georgia has been the defining truth of the SEC this season. Mr. TKO, the senator, the leader, the man, the myth, the legend is in the building. But that's the fact of the matter. There isn't a situation where Alabama was better than Florida. You couldn't use the Texas argument because Texas smacked that ass. So that was going to be a dead one. You can only compare them to Florida at this point, and Florida goes undefeated. Florida is rightfully so number 4 on all polls, and yet Alabama is getting the chance to play Michigan. Wow. Why do we allow the NCAA to keep getting away with this shit? It's not like they actually need money. So you can just do the right thing because you're going to cash out anyway. Let's be honest. You got junior college bowl games making $1 million. What are we doing? This was unnecessary. The money that should have been made, it should have been the 2 undefeated teams going at it in Florida State Man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all don't deserve this. And although they're going to try to use your ball game against you, you only barely won. You won by double digits. Alabama won by 3. Now, if that was the case, they had no argument. They had no discussion. So this should not have taken place. This is sad. And for all the Seminole fans out there, Seminole alumni, they did y'all dirty. They did y'all absolutely dirty. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Just can't make that up, man. I don't even know how they figured that this was a thing that you should be in position to allow that to happen and keep getting away with it. Like the whole playoff system was there to fix the broken system. And all you do is revert back to the broken system. That's why we had years of, LSU and USC both being national champions. And you seeing 2 commercials. You're like, well, wait, what? That's not what happened. I watched the game that was supposed to be they didn't even have the trophy. How they all of a sudden they get thrown into? It's like, damn. Oh my God.
What's up, dude?
What's going on, man? Hey, Falcons looking good, man. Looking like they gonna do something, man.
Man, look, that little win there, that ain't gonna mean nothing, bro. Like, when we get down to New Orleans and then the rest of the NFC, man, we ain't gonna do that.
Hey, I was talking about next year. When the Falcons got them 2 Sanders boys like that GM said he go walk away with
3.
Oh well, shoot.
Shador, Shallow, and Leon.
I mean, does Dion want to pay out that much? I think because if he leave early, he got to give like 50-something million or something.
That ain't gonna be nothing compared to what the Falcons gonna give him long term, because that's gonna be his final. Keep in mind, they wouldn't allow him to retire there, so he had to do it in Baltimore. But he always wanted to retire Falcons. So there's one way he'll retire.
Interesting. Hey, the more you know. The more you know. So, bro, I started off the show talking about a guy that was doing some red pill. And well, it's only one way to really go about it. And that's to show you this idiot. Because he just couldn't get right. Let's go. This dude here. So, bro started making a name for himself. And he was doing pretty solid. And he got out here in these streets. And he fumbled his own bag. Because he wanted to play with little girls.
We have new details in Polk County, where this substitute teacher is facing charges for 2 sexual offenses against students. And this involves Snapchat as well. Investigators say Jaron Dunn sent explicit videos of himself to a 17 and an 18-year-old student through Snapchat and admitted to that, also asking one of the girls to come to his house. Polk County investigators are asking anyone who thinks Dunn may have targeted their child to call.
That boy know he going up.
Yo, was that Florida? That's Lakeland.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where our headquarters is. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a small place. It ain't that big.
So here's the crazy part. A guy I'm cool with on TikTok was getting cool with him. And he was like, I was like, yeah, some guy they was talking about. He was like, wait, what was his name? And I said, Jerome Dunn. He was like, nah, bro, nah, stop lying. I was like, what I'm a lie for? I only seen it on Twitter. I don't know who it is. He's like, what is on Twitter? And then they got to talk about it and they got the screen sharing. He's like, man, he said this hurt because he wasn't friends with him. He said, but he started to see some of the things. You know, he wanted to be like Kevin Samuels because he was talking to women about what they need to do. And lo and behold, he did this.
I was reading the whole time. I said, wow, he was one of those giving women advice on what they should do.
And the whole time he out here Snapchatting somebody's child.
Yeah, man, he got a world full of sickos these days, dude.
Yeah, but you know, I was saying to the people earlier, I say, you know, he done himself a disservice because he left room for them to allow other cases to come in, and they might not have never talked to him, never had any interaction with him. But to build their case, they're gonna allow it. They're gonna allow it. So you can rest assured there's gonna be some more girls to come out and go for it. But I'm pretty sure if that money get good enough, somebody will be like, hey, he tried to talk to my son. They gonna build that case, Doc. They gonna load him up. So when they ship him off, they gonna send him all the way out. So what he mid 30s now? Yeah, he'd be about 78, 79 if he get to make it. You know, I'm looking at R. Kelly's situation like there's a strong possibility R. Kelly don't survive the prison sentence.
How long he got? 30. Yeah, that's a real strong sentence he on survive.
Bro, 55.
Yeah. I had to do the not the math on 30 to 55, but the average age that the black man really gets, especially the life that he lived. Fast, running, swimming, drinking, smoking, partying, no sleep, touring. Come on, man. But I will say this. Them years of sitting down in there, his first 5 is gonna add 10 back to his life that he gonna have to sit down and eat 3 meals a day. If he's smart, he'll work out. So he might preserve himself, man. He
might.
Free R. Kelly, man. I hope he get out.
Listen, he might. I want the parents to get locked up.
Exactly. I understand that. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of weirdos, and then I'm gonna say this. There's a lot of them that got away with it, and if they get away with it, hey, let them ride out. I'm tired of seeing us letting you go down with everybody else and letting you ride out.
So the thing I don't like about it is they took his ability to make money off his art. I'm like, all right, if you caught him doing wrong, you know, just like with ball players, they done wrong. Penalize them for doing wrong. But don't sit there and say because he did this, he can't sing, he can't dance, he can't run. He's just wrong.
Yeah. I mean, you know, brother, that's a handicap that handcuff.
Right.
It's really good. They hit him worse than the prison system.
Yeah. So, bringing you to the last topic was the covenant of brotherhood. And man, I met a brother. I was hoping he'd come through. He was off today, but he's new to TikTok over there, and he can't get enough of it. So, I wanted him to meet the fellas because he's 26. He a good dude. Got a daughter, and you know, he just need that brotherhood around him, man. And dude in a relationship that ain't relatable.
You said that again. He in a relationship. What?
He in a relationship that ain't relatable. You know what I mean? Where my drink? Where my drink?
He live.
Where my drink?
He's away his drink. She said she drinking Bud Light. What you
I said, well, mine.
She ain't been paid yet.
Oh.
Hey, look. What we talking about now?
I was telling you about the little brother, man. His relationship
Oh, yeah,
ain't
little
relatable.
dude. Yeah, relatable. That's what it was. He ain't married, right?
No. And so there's some strongholds there, bro. Where
You got a kid, Miles?
yeah, she marked him up, you know, put them people in his life, gave him a case. He got to go to court. And I was telling him, I said, listen, look, we got one up on you. You can't argue with her. You know what I mean? You can't argue with her, bro. It is because the moment you don't do something, she won't. He did this, and he already, like, you already in the system. So to tell your stuff is clear, I was like, listen, don't argue with that woman.
Hey, you ain't here with this. Okay. What you laughing for?
I don't know, man. I think you had something to say.
No. I do got something to say. My man said he shot me stupid. Let me tell you what he said in the next. Oh no, hold on for a second, Lee.
Yeah. That's all. Oh man. But you know, in the face of the situation is this. She's up one on him. She has a case on him. And she's been violent to him.
All right, I'm back, man.
Yeah. So she got one up on him, got a case on him, and she was the one violent to him.
Yeah.
And so he had to get processed in. But
Nah, we live on YouTube on our channel. Yeah. Hold on, Lee. Look at the best bartender in the land.
you ain't the best bartender till you follow the channel.
Hey, that's already. He said you ain't the best bartender till you follow the channel. Subscribe to the YouTube.
But
I got you. Well, look, that's why I can't be a I just came through the support because I know you know what I'm saying. You were sitting in the link. I'm like, man, I'm out and about watching these games.
oh, I thought you were gonna send it to the homies.
I sent it to I'll be right back.
But yeah, so he's down one. She's got a case on him, and you know, only advice I can say is don't argue. Don't argue with that girl, and you know, hold tight until you could get yourself situated out of that. Well, Miss Yolanda, how you doing, Miss Yolanda? Welcome. So, situation I'm trying to get him to understand is like, listen, you gotta have an exit strategy in this particular situation. You know what I mean? 26, 6-figure earner, and he's just a good dude. He's just in a tight spot right now. And so I was like, man, gotta have the brothers get around him and
Yeah.
you know.
We got to have positive energy.
Right.
With all the young guys we got coming through. And the good thing about it is relatability. You know, we got people in our circle that's in his same situation.
Right.
But even worse, So that'll even make him feel better because some of them, going through a divorce and the double whammy with the case up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So he'll some of our strong
Yeah.
brothers. He's like, whoo, man, I thought it
Yeah,
was
like
the end of the world.
I was telling him, I was like, bro, you just need that support system, bro, because you
Yeah.
ain't a bad dude. You just, and he was like, man, I don't understand how you tell. I say, listen, I said, you ever watch a sports game or sporting event? He's like, yeah. I say, where you watch it from the side? I say, now I can assure you that every time you go to a sporting event, you see some stuff that the athletes may not get to see because you got a wider view. I say, when you in the midst of it, yeah, you got the experience, but you can say, hey, bro, he was doing this. And you're like, oh, word? That's going to give him more insight on what to do the next time something come up. He's like, man, I didn't think of it like that. I say, most of us don't. It's like we trying to take care of what we can take care of, but we diminish the extra set of eyes that can help us. I say, that's what a teammate's supposed to do, you know?
Yeah.
So, but, one of the brothers that was a bruh, Omega Psi 5 brothers was in there giving him the drill. You old bitch ass nigga. You old bitch. I was like, yo.
He was going straight up on him. That's what he need though.
Right.
Because when you done, what I'm saying, most of us, we kind of relinquish some of our masculinity or whatever when we're in a relationship. So if he done been like, left his homies and went away from like running out there being single and got down, he done got soft a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? He need to come around the brothers and be like, man, get your mother here. Stop being a
Right.
Yeah.
They gave me 1-2 drill. Mr. Evans like, hey, it's necessary. Mr. Evans real mild. He real mild. And they're like, Evan, what you gonna do about it? He's like, what you want me to do? It's necessary. So shoot. Yeah, man. I was just trying to get him in here to covenant the brotherhood, man. So what you think about that whole Michigan getting able to play Alabama instead of them playing Florida State?
Well, here's the thing, man. When it comes to college football, that's a bigger mafia than anything, man. You know what I'm saying? If you really know the history and the details behind it, like at the SEC and those big colleges like Alabama and stuff like that, like they gonna have their way, even when they not so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to say on that. Really. I don't want no more coming up.
Hey man, they screwed over Florida State. They screwed over Florida State big time. Because the whole thing about it is every poll got Florida State number 4. Every poll. How does the 5 get to play the 1 when it's a 4-team playoff? So out of the 4 teams, you can't say Texas is out because they duped Alabama early and bad.
Yeah.
So that ends that conversation. And then my boy was like, well, you got to look at the win that they had over Georgia versus the win that West Carolina had over Louisville. I say, bro, Florida State won by 10. Alabama won by 3. And if you compare the 2 seasons, Alabama been struggling all year long.
Oh my God, I just thought of something. And look, you're right. Well, first of all, I can't stand this thing. Let's just get it what it is. All right, so I mean, but here's the reason. The reason why I can't stand him. For one, I'm a Tar Heel fan. Go Tar Heel. Shout out North Carolina. But the reason why I can't stand him is the same reason I couldn't stand Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. The same reason I couldn't stand Mark McGuire. And the same reason I couldn't stand Wayne Gretzky. Because in some bitches is good at what they do. They actually great at what they do.
Right.
Oh, Bill Belichick. I like left on one and Tom Brady. Right? They great at what they do. It's just I'm not a fan favorite of them and the team. So like, and then everybody around me, like when I was in the Army, man, we used to take roll call in the morning. Mm-hmm. I was stationed down in Augusta, Georgia. it was so bad down there between Georgia and Alabama that like 6 a.m. in the morning, imagine it's fog on the ground, the dew is on the ground, it's cool, we wet, we stretching, we get roll calls. And the platoon sergeant started calling names, and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "Here." He was like, "Johnson, Roger, son." He was like, "Samson, roll tide." And I want to throw something at that something. And look, he out there, instead of just saying here or Roger son, he got some roll, and he's from the backwoods of Alabama. He had PT about to run 2 miles with Copenhagen in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? I can't say Alabama. I hate Nick Saban. But since we on college football, and I hope, let me let you get this out, and then I want to ask you a question.
Oh,
Go ahead with your listen.
I mean, they just screwed over Florida State, and I already apologize to Florida State students, and I apologize to the alumni. Y'all got screwed over, and then that wasn't right, because there's no way you still rank number 4 and get pushed to the back of the bus behind somebody that's ranked behind you.
Oh yeah.
So my cousin, he been keeping up with everything. Like, man, another recruit left. He talking about the Deion situation. I'm like, good. It's good for them. I said, it's better for Deion. And he was like, nah, man. I said, listen.
Here we go. You going right where I want to go at.
I said, bro, what y'all don't understand is that portal, that funnel that y'all don't see, it's loaded.
Yeah.
It's loaded. They listening. They know how they gonna get treated. They know who's gonna come up and show out, and they know that not only the stadium gonna be packed, but the eyes of the nation gonna be on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Honestly, I was like, listen, I hope he get nothing but junior college players. I mean, and some guys that from other schools that know how to win. But I hope he get nothing but junior college players, because that O-line and that D-line, even though they was undersized, you go look at the games they lost, 3 points, touchdown. It was like, bro, this could have easily been 11-3 season.
Yeah.
Easy.
I got a question for you. And we about to go all the way left. You know, I'm gonna start something. So you brought up Leon. My big homie, or our big homie said, "Fuck Leon."
I saw that.
He went on campus. He's a Funky Fridays or whatever, right?
I saw it.
I got a question that I'm gonna follow up and answer it. Hey, look. That's one thing I told people. Look, this crazy how when I was talking about Charleston White, before I met Charleston White, before I started working with Charleston White and working for Charleston White. That's the crazy part about it. I saw him from afar. My man 300. Oh, shout out Michael Williams Jr. Because none of us would have ever known in person or personally known Charleston White personally if it wasn't for Michael Williams Jr. The boxer, Michael Williams Jr. Attracted that dude because he stood out on Instagram and stuff like that, and Charleston became a fan. And then, one thing led to another. And then 300, did his thing, and we started working with him. But I'm going to tell you something. It's funny, man, because the reason why I like that dude is I'm talking about, like, do I agree with everything he says? Hell no. Do I agree with his sentiment all the time? No. He says, but he's getting his money how he get his money, right? Because there's some people in my not family, but family, because I'm from a small town. There's some people in my small town family that I don't agree with how they get their money. And they hurting other people with the actions that they do, with the products that they push. And okay. So, with that being said, I love Charles. So at the end of the day, the reason why I love him is because he's standing in what he say, and when he told Cam Newton, fuck Leon Sanders.
And fuck his wife too.
Yeah. Hey, look, he said, Hey, look, check this out. He said, fuck Deion Sanders and his wife. And then Cam Newton was like, man, so you can tell that Cam had an agenda like the Charleston say he did.
Yeah.
You can tell Cam had an agenda as an excellent. Huh? Hey, rise up, man. We gonna, hopefully, yeah. Hey, look. You can tell Cam, as an ex-NFL player, had an agenda to take up for Deion because he knew Deion gonna see this. Bruh, what was it? 460-some thousand people saw that interview in less than 8 hours. So Deion gonna see it, right? Yeah. So he had to step up as an ex-NFL player and say, "Ho, bro, you can't say fuck Deion Sanders." And Charleston, what I love about him, it don't matter if he on national TV, one of the hottest podcasts on YouTube, or in person. He gonna stick to his guns. You can check on that, try to change his mind all you want to. So when Cam said, you can't say fuck Deion Sanders.
Yes, can.
If you zoom in on Charleston's face when he say that, Charleston like this dude must not know who I am. I'm gonna say fuck Deion Sanders. He said, I'm gonna say fuck Deion Sanders and his wife too. But here's the thing. Cam Newton had a different agenda other than just taking it from Deion. You got to keep in mind they was in Atlanta. Shout out to Barry White, Black Lips, out of Columbia, South Carolina. Barry White was right there with him. I can hear him laughing in the background in certain parts. And then when Charleston told Cam, so Cam was trying to lie jokingly and say he had security in the back of the room. And then when Charleston started going around naming people, he said, that's a promoter right there that I met. He booked me and we've been making money on his road ever since. That was Barry White. He just didn't call his name. So shout out Barry White, man. But Cam had a different agenda when it came to Charleston. They in Atlanta, Georgia, where a whole bunch of people, including T.I. and Lucy and all them right there, right, don't like Charleston, right? And the streets down there don't like it. So Cam was trying to represent, and Cam Newton is what is it? He's square. He's very square because he's from there, but he's not from there, bro. You couldn't have not have made it to the NFL and been in the streets at the same time. While your homies was in the streets, you were at somebody's practice, or you was at home studying the playbook, or you was like running 2 o'clock in the morning with your uncle or whoever. Come on, bro. You from there, but you not from there, Cam.
Right.
So when he was trying to act tough, every time Charleston would say something, I was keeping it. Cam was like, all right, bro, like you can't say fuck it, man. Charleston was like, man, fuck it. Oh, yeah, hey, look. Cam said, what he said. So you think you could beat me? And Charleston said, see, those niggas was prize fighters.
I was surprised.
So look,
Cam had to laugh at his damn self.
Yeah, but Cam had an agenda to represent the streets and go at him verbally to try to like make him fold.
Right.
Now I done seen his gadgets in real life. Charleston White is the black Inspector Gadget, bro. Like he got shit that he got stuff like this napkin right here that'll blow up and hurt you. Like I'm telling you, Charleston White is like the black Inspector Gadget when it comes to it. He almost got as much toys and tools as 300 and Black Rambo, but not quite too much.
That's what Charleston go Charleston. That's why I like him. Like I was telling people earlier, I'm like, I've never been an agreeable. I've never been an agreeable person, and I probably will ever be. But that don't mean that I can't get along with you. And I like me a non-agreeable motherfucker because they gonna keep it a buck all the time. Gonna keep it right. You gonna keep it a buck.
I'm talking about what I believe in. Yeah.
My homie was like, man, I don't like that dude, Charles. I'm like, listen, I like him. Because the whole thing about it was, he told everybody exactly what he was going to do. He told everybody exactly what he was going to do. Like, the crazy thing was, I remember seeing something he was doing like a community outreach at first. And I think maybe like 200 people might have watched it. Maybe 10 people might have commented on it. And so I didn't see anything more out of that. Next time I see him, you know, big news, talking and rappers was this and the views about that. I was like, this dude look familiar. I can't figure it out. And then next thing I see him on TV, on social media, oh man, you ain't this, you ain't that, your mama a hoe, da da da. I was like, oh dang.
Yeah.
There's somebody, and this is the craziest part. This is what I need social media to do. I need social media to learn not to say what they can't tell that man what he can't say. He gonna be like hell. Yes, I can.
Yeah. So one thing I do like about how he did it though, he's smart, man. That dude's super smart. So like our channel, and I apologize, dude. I've been on one lately, man. I've been on the rhythm kick road. Like when you keep repeating what I said about this ain't the season to be jumping ship, I promise I've been on one. So I apologize to the channel for me personal stuff, but it's coming out like and that's gonna be a whole nother lie. When I come out my bag and get talking about these last 2 years. So but what I like that Charleston did is that he knew he had already went viral. So he didn't care about getting community stripes and guidelines on his channel. Nope. He didn't want to monetize. He didn't want to make money on his channel for super chats and stuff like that. He wanted to be him to get all of the views. So that's why he don't care about all that crap. He say what he want to say, do what he want to do, point guns all in the camera. Like he can do all that. And he took it to the street, and what he told Cam Newton is what I've been telling people about him for the longest time. No matter how high he rises, he always will feel identified with the street. And like Corey Holcomb always say, once you are loved by the streets and the streets love you, can't nobody take it away. You can't never be canceled.
Love forever.
You can't be canceled because the people rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
and if you look it's more, like if you look at his people that's responding, they getting younger and younger and younger. It's like damn.
But it went from we want to get at you to look, check this out. You hear it? It went from we want to get at you to we ain't fucking with that dude because he'll call the police on you. To I was talking white. The rappers, like check it out. He wanted to beat doggone what's the fat kid that he went to the fat rapper that he went to met. He just went and met him backstage with Mary White. I can't think of that dude's name. No. But it's Yellow Beezy or something like that.
Yellow Beezy? He got fat.
Is he fat? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm just listening to names. I heard him say the name before. No, it's a fat kid that's like mad popular.
Is he from Texas?
I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna get lying. I'll let you know when I find out though, because it was just like maybe 3 weeks ago. But anyway, they went from I'ma kill you to I ain't fooling with you because you were snitching and you were putting the boys on me. Just like they do in the hood when they know that they must to I fool with you because like it's like Cam Newton say. I don't agree with everything you say, but that's the truth in what you're saying. That's what he knew it was gonna turn into. That's why he said I'm willing to go to hell or jail behind what come out of my mouth. Yeah, but that's the question I wanted to ask you, man. What you thought about that interview and Cam's agenda to try to defend?
Let me tell you.
And I'm gonna put you on the spot. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna put you on the spot. So tell me, what do you think about Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State, and would you have done it?
Hell yeah. I would have done it twice. I would have went back and say, "Hey, I'm back. I'm gone again." Hell yeah, I would have left.
Why?
Cause shit. First of all, one, you wasn't gonna be able to meet my agenda because of your pride. That was the whole thing. You brought me there to be a chief, and you brought me to do a job, but you kept impeding upon my process with little sideways actions. You know what I mean? So the ungratefulness would have made me do the things I would have done, because I would have left you twice. I wouldn't even left you with an explanation or interview. That man is way more gracious than I would have ever had been. Way more gracious. Because this is the thing, though. Nobody wants to talk about this. There's literally guys from HBCUs from recent days that got looked and got picked up. They may not have got like the big New York draft day, but they're actually playing on teams. League minimum or a 2 or 3 year contract. So the thing he did, he set out for, he got it to work. He brought attention. If you look at Jackson State today, even with him being gone, going on 2 years, they still thriving. They still thriving. I mean, hell, look at Eddie George and Hugh Grant, like all these guys that went. You know what I'm saying? If Bethune-Cookman could have worked out with Ed, they would have been better off.
Yeah, but see, so let me go and make the record clear. I done hauled ass too. And the reason why I done hauled ass is because of some of the stuff that started happening when he did announce that he was leaving. The same people that was cheering from him from the stands started saying some, like, this wasn't no, oh, I'm mad you leaving, you foul, you run into PWI, you run into a PWI, blah, blah. No, they start saying some deep cutting, under the skin down to the bone marrow stuff about Dion, and that lets me know that when he was there, even though they were cheering for him, they still hated on him.
Yeah.
Pulling out of his locker room, breaking in his shit.
I was talking to my cousin today. I said, bro, imagine if Dion would have took that job at TCU. We wouldn't be happy. If Dion, we wouldn't have a conversation. All the hate he's getting from both black and white people, he'd be love and praise. Out the gate. He wouldn't have to deal with undersized linemen. He would have had the biggest boys you could find if he came and went straight to a Power 5 school.
Well, he's going to have that next year, though. He's going to have, he gonna, trust me.
That transfer portal going to be
one thing I know about prime time, I ain't talking about this Dion that they got, I'm talking about must be the money. I remember the Jerry Curl. I remember when that fool got out of a Lincoln Town Car limo. The big square body Lincoln Town Car limo. I was a fan of Prime. When he would have the gold tooth and the chain, and he coming in there with the big glasses, with the big glasses with the diamonds around the frame of the glasses. I remember that Prime, and that's still the Prime that's on that field today. Is just an older man.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing about him. He don't like losing at all. He gonna suffer through this season. But you watch. If y'all think Keith James and Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne and all them was that, trust me, they gonna have his back even more next year. Man, fuck it, man. Prime for president in 2024.
Yeah. Speaking of Snoop Dogg, he might need to talk to his son and tell him to go use the rest of the eligibility. Go, hey boy, go. Hey, you got 3 years left. Go use that eligibility over there with Coach Prime.
Yeah. He better. But look, man, I ain't gonna hold you up, bro. I'm gonna get on here. and get ready to go home and get ready for this work day tomorrow.
Yeah,
But hey, can I do one thing, D? I
yeah.
gotta do one thing before I go, man. Let me put myself on the solo tip. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say one thing before I go. If you are in the Fayetteville, North Carolina area, this ain't no hype, no fluff, nothing to get your emotions up. I want to tell you one thing. On December the 16th, we have a VIP coming in town. And I need you, if you're in the Fayetteville, North Carolina, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, Charlotte, even though Charlotte's 3 hours away. If you're in the local area, I want you to understand that we got a VIP coming in. And if you've ever asked for some knowledge, assistance, help, or rescue when it comes to financial, we have a multi-millionaire by the name of Mr. Brian Bain coming into town, and he is coming in for free, giving knowledge, understanding, his wisdom, and his experience. Over 25 years, the man is 47 years old, and he retired himself at the age of 22. He hasn't worked for anyone since he was 22 years old. That alone is a skill set. Secondly, behind that, he's currently right now, as I speak, in Dubai. He just bought 3 condos in Dubai, and he went back to Dubai 2 weeks later to upgrade one of them. Invest Dubai is the name of the whole part of Dubai that he's in. They're looking for outsiders outside of their country to come in and buy up property to invest into Dubai. The country is 52 years old. You hear that? Most of our towns here in the States is older than 52 years old. He's in the guest Dubai, and he's teaching us how to do the same. Now, if there was one man at the top of the totem pole winning and everybody else is losing, I'd say there might be something to it, might be some fishy stuff to it. But when there's multiple people, everybody that he's done help, including myself, that has leveled up in life financially, mentally, socially, spiritually, and physically even. You can't tell me. First of all, you can't tell me shit because it done did wonders for me the last 3 years. So I want to invite y'all out. I'm just bold enough to keep it real and talk to you one-on-one, straight up, just like we would sitting in this bar that I'm at right now. If you are in the local area of Fayetteville, North Carolina, you have to hit me up. Inbox me at Al Sharif Hayes on Facebook. Hit me up on the inbox. Or you can email me at tmax_network. Hold on, wait a minute. I got to bring these up because I be forgetting. I know creating the whole thing. What's the email address again?
TMAX Network LLC at gmail.com.
Yeah. TMAX Network LLC at gmail.com. There you go. Appreciate you, my brother. That's all I got to say, man. Hey, look, on December the 17th, I'm about to give you a blessing from afar, all the way out there in San Antonio, Texas, because I know you got it in here, so I'm going to give it to you out here. You keep on doing what you're doing on this virtual side, and on the business side, with what you and I have established with each other, you're going to be successful. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah, brother. I know it. Listen, I'm in the boat. I'm in the boat. I'm in the boat.
Shout out to at Ridgeway. Shout out to Maria Gonzalez. Shout out to Anthony Day. Shout out to Sharon Oxendine. Shout out to Robert Slater. Man, I can keep going on for days. But guess what? Huh? Oh yeah, man, we just get started. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop this on you real quick, and then I got to exit. Brian told me 3 years ago, June 17th of 2020, is when I partnered up with him one-on-one. I mean, directly. He told all of us. He said, "Get this thing 3 to 5 years." He said, "A lot of y'all gonna quit. You won't be here next month. A lot of y'all gonna jump ship. You won't be here next year. He said, give it 3 to 5 years. And he said, you know why I'm telling you to give it 3 to 5 years? For one thing, you got to create a ratio. And when your ratio shows up, what does the ratio want to do? It want to keep on growing. We're the ones who stop our ratio from growing. He said, but give it 3 to 5 years because you got to understand, whenever you enter in something new, year 1, you a baby and you were born. Year 2, you start to crawl. Year 3, you start to walk. What the hell was that? I thought balloons fucking wrong.
I did
Hey, I
too.
appreciate it. That was dope. Whoever did that, do it again. That was
I was like, wait, how the hell we get on TikTok?
Yeah. But look, check this out. He said year 1, you a baby and you were born. You're not gonna know nothing. That's what keeps us separated from the other side of fear. Fear stands for fail early and responsible. So what keeps us on the other side of fear is that we don't even try because we're afraid to fail, right? So he said, year 1, you a baby and you were born. You ain't gonna know nothing about this journey. Year 2, you start to crawl and get a little bit of knowledge. Year 3, you start to walk. Year 4, you start to jog. And year 5, you start to run. And I want you to run until you're done. When he told me that, hey D, I'm in year 3. I'm just starting to jump. What is it? Board, crawl. I'm just starting to walk, man. 3 years in, $78,000 worth of debt loan. No debt to my name other than my mortgage. Paid off for $64,000 car. Traded that in for 2 cars. Cash money paid for both of them. This ain't right. When he told me 3 years ago that we brand different, I knew immediately what he meant. See, everybody else wanted. I had this girl hit me up after I posted a post today, and she said, because she know me real good enough to say some crazy shit like this without me like really being offended. So she said, I posted, some renovations and stuff like that going on because we brand different. She said, don't you think it was a little over the top to just having a tour of your house? Like, posting, like, don't you think people think that's right? Indeed, you know me, I'm just as witty, just as fast, and I don't give a damn about what I said. So you know what I'm saying? When she said that, I said, oh, you talking about the tours you gave people in your hotel when y'all went on y'all girl trip? And you were taking them from the entry of your suite to the bathroom to the bedroom that had the little sky view and all that. Oh, so it's cool when you do it. You already know. Hey, look, man. D, I love you to death. December the 16th, 3 p.m. Brian Bean arriving in Fayetteville, North Carolina, his first time. And I am the privileged host. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see you at the top.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Man, look, we're going to close this thing out. Choose love, man. Choose love. It's a viable option. It's the best option. That's all I can tell you. And choose not to be talking to people's kids on the internet. Like, find something else to do. That shit's weird. Like, what's wrong with you? All these women out here that could have you never. I mean, y'all have a great evening, man. We out. Goddamn these sick ass boys.
The officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first and world championship titles in a record 8 different weight division, guarantees his place in the Hall of Fame. He's recognized and known the world over as the people's champion.
My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice. Taking out your suckers and yeah. and you don't stop.
And the only person that's gonna stop me is me. But once I overcame that fight, can't nothing stop me. I can't die. I'm immortal.
Rejected, neglected, I feel disrespected. They told me go left, I didn't learn the right lessons. Been hard on my grizzle, my hustle got deadly. Y'all rap about shit I done murdered already. Ain't changing my image, focused on my vision. Hard-headed, don't listen, fake love, I ain't with it. This path I'm committed, slip up but ain't tripping. My mind always spinning, ain't talking about fidget. Just run me, my digits go broke, I ain't limping. It ain't come to me, so I had to go get it. I came from a city where niggas is vicious. The love be fictitious, see hate from a distance. It made me a fighter, got pushed to my limits. I took a few L's and then got so discouraged. With God as my witness, from whence I was forged. No Golden Gate Bridge, but I came back a warrior. I came back immortal, invincible even. My faith is much higher than what you believe in. They wanted me gone on my soul, I ain't leaving. Spoke life into every verse you receiving. My music lives on when my bones turn to dust. There's power in words, so bitch you should hush. My mind overflowing in lyrical floods. Fuck building an art, you gon' need you a sub. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal. Creation, destruction, the cosmos erupting. My mind kicked off track of the train I'm conducting. Came out of the dungeon, stepped into corruption. Don't know who to trust, how the fuck I'ma function. This deity trapped in this skin that I live in. They wanted a king since I fit the description. They tried to dethrone me, but I'm in position. I'll show you the wrath of a god from Olympus. You spoke on my name, bro, I thought we was different. Couldn't tie your own shoes, guess that's why you still tripping. That bitch wasn't loyal, guess karma's your mistress. It's hoes over bros, guess you made your decision. That rat in my family ain't talking about splinter. I hope that you feel every verse I deliver, cause hell done froze over, you think it was winter. If you thought for a second I wasn't gon' come get you, I think the Almighty made me in his image, dominion and power, protecting my children, call angels beside me, now I'm in command. Enlightenment all in the palm of my hand. This ain't what you pictured, I wasn't supposed to make it. I'm supposed to be 6 feet up under a pavement. They hate how you live, but show love when you die. Hope you feel the same way when I come back to life. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal.